Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elite Eight. This is CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA tournament. Today's game is between the St. Mary's Gales and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. There's a look at the starting lineup.
When I look at these lineups, I see two really skilled players. Keep an eye on them, Gus. They won't disappoint.
And let's have a look at the keys to the game for these teams here today.
If they can get these things accomplished, they're going to have a good shot at the win today.
And after all that anticipation, we're underway. Out on the right wing. No.
Great inside control.
The Gales set up 3 around 2.
They have to look for each other on any cross screen.
In the post.
Look at that block. Terrific reaction.
And we're going the other way. They work the perimeter. Got it. Wow. When you can pass and score like he does, it makes a coach's job a bit easier.
This kid is a very difficult guy to guard. He is capable of getting off as well as creating for others. I really enjoy watching him.
He missed it. Gary handles the feed. Now on the run. Alley-oop.
Look at that block. Terrific.
Thanks for joining CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. I'm Gus Johnson alongside Bill Raftery. Swatted away. Pushing in transition. Careless mistake there. Jump shot. He can't get it to go.
Look for the outlet.
On the left side. Shots up. And no!
I own it.
Ross on the move. Way out on the right wing. We're at the 8-minute mark. Fires.
Squared up on the catch. Got his puppies in order.
Looking for a good shot. Jump shot. Shots off.
Transition.
Williams handles the pass. He tries the 3, but he misses his target. Takes the board. Shots up. Can't connect from the 3-point line. Off the mark.
Oh, competitive, Gus.
Out on the wing. We are at the 7-minute mark. Turnover. He'll want that one back. Cross court. He gets the rejection. He manages to keep it in. Out on the left wing. From the corner. Shots off. Fires. And he can't get the bounce. Strong rebound. Inside. Power jam. He's a good inside presence who can step out to the perimeter and knock it down.
When a big guy can handle the ball and shoot from deep, it forces the D to make some decisions at that defensive end.
Now they work it around the perimeter. Shots off. Pulls it in. Gary receives the ball. We are at the 6-minute mark. now with the ball screen. And hits. The Cornhuskers have controlled the tempo here.
Gotta love the way they've come out here and really focused on their game plan. They've done a good job making sure the game is being played at their pace.
First team foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Raph, these two teams in the first half of this tournament game have shown that they definitely belong. It's obvious to me that neither one is ready to go home.
Both teams are competing well right now. The goal at this point in the game is to remain close. You don't want to fall too far behind. These teams are demonstrating that this one may go down to the wire.
Both free throws go. The trap's in place, Raph. On the outside. Shots off. Kept alive, though. Offensive rebound. There, receives the pass. No, grabs the board. 5 minutes left on the game clock. On the wing. Inside. And they burn a timeout. We'll have more NCAA basketball coverage in a moment. And we're ready. And we're back. Gus Johnson along with Bill Raftery with you here, ready to inbound after the timeout. On the left side, dials up a long-range shot. Not this time.
Can make you ask for your mommy.
Dump it inside. Heat check time from long range.
Oh!
On the right side. He shoots from the corner.
How about that, Gus?
Both teams are looking to get something going here. On the outside. He missed it. Pulls down the rebound. We're at the 4-minute mark. Turnover committed by the senior. Here they go in transition.
How about that elevation?
Now they work it around the perimeter. Look at the crowd, Raph. Talk about home court advantage. Talk about a tough place to play. They're on their feet. On the left side. Well, Coach, is a timeout forthcoming?
I'd call a timeout and see what's going on out there, Gus. They're really out of sync.
Dump it inside. Jump shot.
Big time dagger.
We're at the 3-minute mark. On the outside. Oh, what a strip, Coach. Now in transition. Poor decision there. Out on the wing. Shots up.
How about that, huh?
And he lays it up and in. We are at the 2-minute mark. Shots off. Gets the ball. Takes the medium-range jump shot. Nice look. Bam. On the wing. Now we've got a turnover. Way out on the right wing. He looks for three. The senior. We are at the 1-minute mark. Now with the ball screen. He can't get it to go.
He owns the window.
Second team foul. And one. Beautiful. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Steps to the line in hopes of capping a three-point play.
Is that helpful?
May be in some trouble. Pushes it. The Cornhuskers, and they're in their motion offense, working with 3 around 2.
Now the understanding of when to give it inside and cut is superior.
The Cornhuskers lead as we go into this timeout. And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. He shoots from the left of the circle. Off the mark. Shots off.
They should look to push it now. A little woo-woo, Gus.
Dump it inside. He shoots from outside. Rims off. Pulls it down. Out on the left wing. And he's fouled. It's a team effort across the board so far today, Coach.
As a coach, when your team is playing together like this, all you can do is sit down and enjoy the moment. We all know how fast things can change.
Fire! Got it! This guy is really known as a power guy.
He's strong, but he knows how to use his strength, Gus. When he catches it down the box, he's just such a force.
That's where we stand after one half of play. The road to the Final Four coming up next. Let's take a look at our game summary to this point so far.
You can get a sense of the story of this game by looking at some of these numbers. Still lots of time to play, though. Anything can happen.
Here's a look at how both teams are doing with their keys to the game. Bill, what's going through these young guys' minds now? Here they are. They've worked all season long just to get to the NCAA tournament, and we've got a half behind us and a half to go, and somebody's got to go.
You know what I think is really impressive here tonight, Gus? Is the fact that both of these clubs are focused on each possession. The level of concentration is where you'd expect it to be during the tournament.
On the right side. Shots off, kept alive, offensive rebound, and he can't get the bounce. It's our call for the foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
At the line. Count. He got them both. A great trap initiated by the defense. Both teams looking to get in a bit of a rhythm here on the outside. Turns it over. Now looking to attack. Gets it to go. They work the perimeter. No. Snatches the rebound. He rejects it. And lays it in. Down on the low block, trying to work it inside. Bucket. Looking for a good shot. 8 minutes left on the game clock. Unusual mistake there by the senior. On the left side. Dials up a long-range shot. Outside J won't go.
It's all about shot selection, Gus. It's so important to take good shots, and not necessarily the shot the defense wants you to take.
Another great second-year player here, Bill. Underclassmen are a big key for any successful program.
Gus, he's young, but he's been through his freshman year, and he's learned a lot. This is going to be another big season for him. Let's see how he does today.
Gets two at the charity stripe. They work it around the perimeter. He puts up the tray. Misses from long range. Williams takes the pass. He got it up and in. We are at the 7-minute mark. Top of the key. lets it go. He missed it.
A good defensive possession will always end in a defensive rebound.
And we'll get a change of possession. On the outside. Jump shot. Shots off.
Oh, physicality.
Williams gets the ball. Fires. He can't get it to go. Nice rebound. Ross handles the feed. Off the mark. We are at the 6-minute mark. No! What a rebound. He lets it go. Shots off.
And when a shot goes up, the goal should be to limit the opposition to one opportunity, Gus.
He blocks the shot. Out of bounds, and we're staying right here. The Cornhuskers have been getting it done tonight as a team.
Everyone has been getting involved, Gus. Unselfish play, getting timely defensive stops, and really good execution at the offensive end.
Doesn't get much better than this in NCAA tournament basketball. A close first half. Second half has been much the same. And, Bill, I've got a hunch that it's going to come down to the final few possessions.
God, this is a close one, Gus. I think the last few possessions are going to dictate who moves on, who goes home.
Great defense. Out on the left wing. Careless mistake there. We're at the 5-minute mark. On the wing. Jump shot. He drains the bucket. The Cornhuskers are controlling the pace of the game.
They're doing a terrific job at playing their game, really making a conscious effort to control the tempo and imposing their will on the opposition.
He shoots from the top of the circle. No! On the right side. And it's knocked away. Great block. On the left side. We're at the 4-minute mark. On the inside. Shots off. Grabs the rebound. Receives the pass in the paint. He gets that one to fall. And we have a change of possession here. How about a second time? Check out this layup.
How about the concentration at the 10, despite being banged in the paint?
They work it around the perimeter. Fires. Shots off.
Rebound and run.
The Cornhuskers now running the 3-around 2.
And if you don't have mobile perimeter defenders, they will kill you.
Lets it go. And answer. They work the perimeter. Now we've got a turnover. Now in transition. Out on the left wing. He fires away. Can't put it down.
A great defensive team will limit their opponent to one shot, Gus.
Ross receives the ball. Jump shot. He can't get the bucket to fall. In the paint. Up and in. Ha ha! They work it around the perimeter. He throws up the shot. And he is no good from downtown. On the wing. In the lane. 2 minutes left on the game clock. Dump it inside. He launches a three. These rims are giving them trouble, Coach.
They can't get anything to drop.
In the post. Off the mark with the shot. Way out on the right wing. Now with the ball screen. Drains it. Looking for a good shot. He gets the shot to fall. Under 1 minute remaining on the game clock. They work it around the perimeter. He doesn't get the hoop to fall. Out on the left wing. Now with the ball screen.
Put a little English on it.
Gary gets the pass. He throws it up from downtown. Misses from the outside. Barrett on the left side. He shoots from the elbow, and he misses the shot. Looking for a good shot.
A little clock management now, Gus. They have to foul in order to stop the clock.
This layup is definitely worth a second look.
Gotta make those, Gus. It's incredibly deflating when you don't.
They're set to throw it in from the side.
Gus, I think they'll keep fouling until they're back into this game.
Ball coming in from the sideline. And they continue to foul to stop the clock.
Good strategy.
Baseline inbound. And, of course, another foul as they try to remain close.
Not much else they can do.
Foul. And that stops the clock again. They'll throw this one in from the side. And they continue to foul to stop the clock.
Good strategy.
A chance for one and the bonus. Got it! Book it. Coach calls a timeout. Back with more in a moment. Welcome back, And we're set to inbound after the timeout. On the left side. He fires from long range. Can't get it to go. Foul. And that stops the clock again. Here's another solid junior build.
You want leaders on your team. At least I did when I was coaching. Having a couple of upperclassmen will always be to your advantage.
Makes it. And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. The Gales on offense. They have 4 guys on the perimeter and 1 down low.
Great passing lanes to the big fella.
Coach, I think we saw a pretty good tournament game. Both teams competed hard, but that's the end of the season for one of these teams.
Well, the better team won because they protected the basketball. They made sure they converted on the free throw line. They did all of the little intangibles we consistently talk about. And that was the difference in this game.
That does it for us here today. Until next time, for Coach Raftery, I'm Gus Johnson. Thanks for watching college basketball here on CBS Sports.